I feel like with the release of the next generation Tundra for 2022, it's robbing a lot of people of what could have been. Hello everyone, welcome to the Tundra Dude 34 YouTube channel. I hope you had an amazing 4th of July holiday with your friends and family. God bless America, and we continue on talking Toyota Tundra news on this July 5th. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about the June sales figures. Every month, I like to keep you guys up to date with how the Toyota Tundra is selling in the United States of America. This year is extremely important with that because it is the first year of the 2022 next generation Tundra. We're hoping for big sales, but there are a lot of roadblocks with the 2022 Tundra and the sales we're seeing out there because of things like COVID 2 years ago and this chip shortage that just doesn't seem to go away. There have been some delays along the way, so we keep up with the sales numbers to see if there's any growth, any positive momentum. And this being June is a very important number I'm about to give you, because in May we started to really see those hybrids, the iForce Max Tundras, join the inventory along with the regular iForce Tundras that have been out for most of the year. So before we talk about the June sales numbers, let's go back all the way to the beginning of 2022 here and see where we've been every single month as far as sales, and where does June fall in as far as the top sales month or months of 2022. Let's check it out here. So January was actually the lowest sales month of 2022 for the Tundra, and that was 4,952 units. February was 6,731 units. March was 10,960 units. That is the number one month for 2022 so far. April was 7,804 units. May was 6,771 units, and June was 7,098 units, making it the third best month so far of 2022. Now, there is one thing I like to do when I talk to you guys about these sales numbers. I like to go back and show you whatever month we're talking about, the last few years, what were the sales numbers of that given month. Now I go all the way back to 2019, and the reason is because I want to show you what the sales numbers were for that month before anything happened. So we'll look at 2019, 2020, and 2021 just to give you an idea of how these Tundras sell in June. All right, so let's start with 2019. June 2019, 9,878 Tundras sold. June 2020, 11,433 Tundras sold, and that was actually the best sales month of 2020 for the Tundra in the United States in 2020. June 2021, 7,624. So for 2022, 7,098 is a little bit lower than some of those months, but here's a few reasons you're going to see some of those numbers be a little bit lower. These Tundras are not hitting the lots like they have ever been before. Just in the dealership walks I do alone, there's nothing out there. You'll get one or two on the lot. Usually they're pre-sold. But there's nothing sitting out there. There's not massive inventory like there was back in those other years we just talked about. So there's not really a lot going on as far as inventory to choose from. A lot of these trucks are sold before they even hit the lot. Now, one question people ask all the time is, do we notice a lot of Tundra selling, or are they sitting around when they come in? Very rarely do I see a 2022 Tundra sit around. Early on in this year, every once in a while, they'd get about 3 or 4, and they'd be gone within 24 hours. Some dealerships put markups on it, market adjustment prices that are over MSRP, and they even sell. So these Tundras do not sit on the lot long, but there's just not that volume that is being made and that are making it to the lots. So you're not going to see these numbers be gigantic this year. And, just in a personal note, I feel like with the release of the next generation Tundra for 2022, it's robbing a lot of people of what could have been, we'll say. And I'm talking all the way at the top, Akio Toyota, the head of Toyota, down to the Tundra design team, the engineers, the sales teams, even down to people like me and you, the Tundra lovers and fanatics. I was so excited to see what this next generation Tundra could do when it came to sales numbers if we were in normal times. Think back when the Tundra changed over in 2007 and went to that true half-ton look, that fresh design that came out with the 5.7 liter V8. It sold almost 200,000 units in '07, and they were expecting big things going forward with that. But in '08 and '09, they were hit with the recession, and the numbers tanked, and they never really came back to where they wanted it to be. It sunk down into the 80,000s, 90,000s, and then it balanced out into the low 100,000s pretty much all the way through to the next generation. They had a nice run around 2011 till about 2017, 18 of being around 115 to 118,000, which isn't bad for an older design truck. So that's great. But I was really looking forward to seeing with this next generation and a really good advertisement plan nationwide, which they've done great with. It's in baseball stadiums. It's on commercials for everything. They are pushing the Tundra a lot more than we've ever seen. I was really hoping to see these numbers be insane, but with everything going on, it's just not going to be possible to see some of those numbers we hoped we would see. So I just feel like all the people that put the time and effort, these trucks don't get invented overnight. They are designed for years and years and years. I just feel like a lot of the people involved in it are kind of being robbed of what could have been. Could we have seen that elusive 200,000 units sold mark that we've never seen for the Toyota Tundra yet? That would have been really, really cool to see. I forgot to give you guys the 2022 year-to-date sales on the Tundra, so real quick, here it is. So far this year, they've sold 44,316. So right now for me, the hope is that they're able to get to 100,000 units at this point in the year. They weren't able to last year. We saw a massive shortage on the lots for 2021. We're kind of seeing that same thing now, but some dealerships, they do get quite a few of them. They are, like I said, pre-sold, not a lot sitting around. But up by me, practically nothing. When they come and they go, and it's really just a lot of SR5s. We don't see much up here. A 1794 iForce Max was in one of the other dealerships that I walk. That was there for a couple days and gone. But up here, it's really just SR5s. Barely even TRD off-road package SR5s. That we filmed that limited the other day, that limited double cab. I'm not sure if that's there anymore. I haven't driven by the dealership in the last couple days, but I'm sure that's gone by now. So like I said, you get piecemeal one or two, and that's kind of going on throughout the country depending on where you are, and you're just not getting those sales you want. So I hope the next generation Tundra in 2160, when they redesign this one, there won't be anything going on, and we could see some real sales numbers because, as a Tundra lover, as a Tundra fanatic and enthusiast, I want to see this truck sell well. I want to see people be happy out there. There are some recalls going on, typical of a new generation Tundra, especially now, because the Tundra really did go full new generation because they got rid of the V8 and got these twin turbo 3.5 liter V6 engines, the regular and the hybrid. So there's a lot of new, and we've seen a couple recalls already. So, I was really looking forward to seeing the first couple model years to see what they could do. But here's to the hopes that for the rest of this year, they sell as many as humanly possible. And 2023 and 2024 will be big years for the Tundra. But I will always keep you guys updated with anything that is going on as far as sales with the truck. It's just good to have knowledge of the truck overall. Like I said, a lot of us are enthusiasts and fanatics of this vehicle, and we hope and want it to do well. So let's go over these numbers one more time before I let you go. January 2022, again, this is just United States, not Canada. Those numbers come out a little bit after these. January 2022, 4,952. February, 6,731. March, 10,960, and that is the best month so far for 2022. April, 7,804. May, 6,771. And June, third best of the year, 7,098, making the 2022 year-to-date total so far 44,316 Tundras sold in the United States. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you bought a 2022 Tundra? Will you be buying a 2022 Tundra? Are you waiting until 2023 to buy your Tundra, or are you happy with the last generation? Can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. Until next time, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook at TundraDude34, TundraDude34@gmail.com. Have a great day, be safe, and be well.